Pretty well. All right.
To that.
Today I'm proud to welcome Prime Minister Maliki, the elected leader.
Both sides presented it as a victory.
What we have now achieved is an Iraq that is self-governing, that is inclusive, and that has enormous potential.
ISIS, also known as the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, is a militant group hell-bent on restoring the caliphate and controlling the Middle Eastern world. Established in 1999 under a different name by their founder Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, the group pledged allegiance to the terrorist group Al-Qaeda. However, on June 29, 2014, the group disbanded from Al-Qaeda and proclaimed themselves as a caliphate. As of March 2015, it has control over territory occupied by 10 million people in Iraq and Syria, and through loyal groups has control over small areas of Libya, Nigeria, and Afghanistan.
ISIS will re-establish the caliphate by controlling all neighboring countries and converting their population to Islam. They wish for the whole world to be Islamic. They believe that all other religions are a disgrace to Islam and Allah. They also believe that anyone who won't go with them shall be killed. In September, Sheikh Abu Muhammad al-Adani, the Islamic State's chief spokesman, called on Muslims in Western countries such as France and Canada to find an infidel and smash his head with a rock, poison him, run him over with a car, or destroy his crops. Though this statement called Muslims to do this, it was mainly connected to members of ISIS. The group recently seized Mosul, Iraq, last June, and already rules an area larger than the United Kingdom. They'll continue to grow in number until they can match the strength of countries such as the United States of America, and they will wage war. The United States shouldn't have acted like they are no problem at the beginning, because they have grown to be a force worth reckoning with. They wish to make Earth a twisted Islamic paradise, but they'll hopefully never succeed. Syria is the second area that ISIS wishes to take control of. At first they took over most of Iraq as they grew in strength, and once they were powerful enough, they attacked Syria. They caused an uprising against Syria's president Bashar al-Assad and their entire country. The only reason they attacked Assad, though, was because he was a Shiite, and they are Sunnis. Assad and ISIS have been at a standstill in many places fighting between each other. This fight between them is what gave inspiration for ISIS's name. When they first attacked, they were known as ISI, or the Islamic State of Iraq. But when they attacked Syria, they changed it to ISIS, as in the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria, showing what they wish for in their near future. They set up a governmental center in al-Raqqa, which is a city in eastern Syria. That is their current capital. This success of theirs resulted in the U.S. declaring a campaign against ISIS. I believe that we should have engaged them earlier, though, when they are less of a threat. ISIS will most likely take over all of Syria soon, if the same amount of action we are doing continues for much longer. I believe that in the end of all the ISIS commotion, their goal of achieving a new caliphate will not succeed. When they recently attacked Paris, that would be one of the major reasons why they are eventually going to fall. They originally were just trying to completely take over Syria and Iraq, telling others to take over other parts in the Middle East and Northern Africa. When they attacked Paris, however, they are not thinking about how they need more resources out of Syria and Iraq to take their comrades out of the Middle East. They also have caused people from the West to dislike them even more, and to increase the aggressiveness of ourselves against the Islamic State in Syria and Iraq. With this attack, other countries know that without protecting themselves, they may be eventually attacked too by ISIS. They will not sit around and let this organization attack other countries without saying something about it. I believe in time, America or some countries from the United Nations, such as the UK or France, will work together to take out ISIS and make sure that it doesn't resurface anytime soon.
By the end of 2014, the United Nations estimated that 6.5 million people were displaced throughout Syria. Also, at that time, 3 million people fled through different countries, for example, Lebanon, Turkey, and Jordan. A recent survey conducted by Huffington Post concluded that ISIS spends around $3 million on daily operations.
Overpopulation of people going to other countries, referring to ISIS refugees, are migrating from other Syria because wanting to avoid ISIS at all costs. The people of the Middle Eastern countries fear their own population because of the threat that ISIS poses to them.
This is one of the main consequences of having a terror organization.
Aside from the people in Syria known as Syrian refugees, another problem that comes up is the pollution created from the explosion of bombs that ISIS is known for.